Warning, contains language and epicness. Hashtag spoilers.
I want somebody to scare me! Scare me! Yeah, I just feel like they'll die.
Fourth year in a row. There's... And he has arrived! Hello everyone, this is the third night of October Horrorfest 2017, the fourth annual, and we have started tonight with Jeepers Creepers 2. Now for those who watched last year, we watched Jeepers Creepers 1, and me and Majiko over here.
Magic?
Majiko.
Magic.
I called you Majiko.
You're pronouncing it wrong.
I know I am.
So it's Magic.
Him and I watched Jeepers Creepers 3, and now we're both like, holy shit, everything came together.
I'm getting a drink, so suck my dick.
I'll just do my review right now. Rating, I'll say that later because I haven't really thought of it yet. I like it. I've always loved the Jeepers Creepers series or whatever. I don't know. There's a cool name for it, but I've always loved the Creepers. I like the way it's all tied in together. Still like the same universe, still the same characters, all that kind of good shit. I haven't seen this movie in many years, so seeing it again today or tonight, it was very interesting. Seeing some of the kind of like the mistakes and kind of like what the fuck moments. But overall, it's a good movie. I like it. Scary wise, maybe just because I'm older and I'm used to it, I'm not that scared of it. There's a lot of points, like scary moments where just wasn't really scared. I like it a lot, but I just really wasn't scared of it. But overall, I think it's just a good movie.
Just give a nostalgic feeling, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie before, and it wasn't really my cup of tea then, just like it is now. I'm gonna have to give it a 2.
A 2?
Yes.
Why a 2?
Well, it really wasn't that interesting to me, and
And?
I'm about to show this punk-ass bitch a thing or two.
Was it the practical effects? Was it the acting?
They weren't horrible, none of that was. It just... If I'm gonna watch a film that's about something that eats people, it needs to be gory and just like... Ugh. Oh,
He
I
was
love
not
you.
done. He never said he was
No,
done.
I'm finished.
He said 2 out of 10.
Continue to the tiny penis.
E-Man. Tiny penis.
Yeah,
Panini.
candy.
Big penis. First time seeing the movie.
You seen the first one?
No, I had not seen Jeepers Creepers 1.
Well, you just fucking fucked yourself in the ass. Hard.
Is this the last one in the thing? Like, does it go 3, 1, 2?
Not trying to spoil anything, but like it goes 1, 3, 2.
Well, I have not seen the first one. Practical effects are really good. Well, not really good, but they're good. I like them. I like that none of the black, maybe one black guy died. I don't remember. I don't
Video.
have too much to say about the movie though, besides like good practical effects, and it was my first time seeing it. I'll give it like 5.5.
I have not seen this film in a very long time. Probably about the same amount of time for Magic here. I've been corrected on saying the word. It does give a nostalgic feeling. To me, it doesn't really live up to the original as much. I mean, the original is probably still the best. Hi. I don't know, like, I kind of got the same feeling on this film like I did on the Jeepers Creepers 3. Like, it was good, but it didn't live up to the original.
I don't know. The first two had its own strong feeling on its own, just because like I was a kid for it, and like disregard the CGI or the production quality of the third movie compared to the first two. Just the movie itself. I feel like the third one didn't have like that strong of potential as the other two did.
Yeah.
Again, not discrediting the money or the problems that it had for the third movie, but I feel like the writing and stuff just wasn't up to par as these two.
I'd say like 7.7. I'd say 7.7 out of 10. I mean, like that's not like it's still good. It's just like it didn't have the same feeling as the first one or the third one, but it still gets a pretty decent rating. I'd say 7.7 out of 10. I can't speak today.
I'm gonna have to give it about a 4, and even though I say that I really do love this movie and I love the series, and I'm not basing this movie off of the first movie or the third movie. I'm basing this movie on its own as an individual movie. I give it a 4 because I honestly feel like there was no real narrative to this other than just run and hide and stay alive. There was no real plot. They didn't really exploit any further information about the creeper.
Only really plot they had was the girl having the visions and the father.
Speaking of which, there's a scene in there where, you know, one of the tire pops. Oh shit, we're scared. What's going on? And then the second tire pops. Right before it pops, the girl Minxie. For one, who the fuck names their daughter after a fucking cat? She has a fucking vision while she's sleeping, and it has the two characters that died, one from the first movie and the other character, or like the boy Billy from the very beginning, the opening scene. They don't explain why she has that power to like have the vision. You know, like, was the creeper giving her that power? Was like he was just like, here's like a little some information about me. Figure it out. Like, there's nothing explained. No one ever questions her. They just like, how the fuck do you know this shit? Oh, I had it in a dream. Oh, okay, you're white. We'll believe it.
Because she was the only blonde on the bus.
Now, another part that pissed me off about the movie was that one scene. There's the dad who lost everything. He lost one of his sons. He's out there trying to kick ass. He pisses me off in 2 reasons. One, he spends, his son died or gets kidnapped on the 22nd day out of 23. So he has less than 1 day to kill the creeper. So he has less than 24 hours to build his truck up to like some kind of weaponized truck.
Fucking. He did that in 2 hours.
Huh?
He did that in 2 hours.
In 2 hours.
How do you know this time frame?
Okay. He had less than 20.
It's called read the back of the fucking box.
He had less than 24 hours to build all that shit. There's no way he would have been able to build that shit. So that's the first thing. Second of all, he builds like a high-powered harpoon gun, sticks it on the back on top of his truck, and he shoots the creeper.
Out of compressed air, I might add, and there was not one goddamn air.
That was a
compressor
pole.
on
That was
that
a. What was a pole something? A pole driver. It's a driver. It's pretty much a pole driver. So
he puts that harpoon gun on the back of the truck and he shoots it. He shoots the creeper. Somehow he has like amazing aim. He shoots it twice and hits them 2 or 3 times, and he hits perfect shots.
2 or 3 times.
He has yet they didn't have like any montage of him like practicing. So how the fuck was he that damn good at shooting shit? I'm adding an extra point, or the original point that I was gonna add on. My third point is, whenever he shoots the creeper is flying around. Like he takes out the cable all the way to the sky, and then there's a whole bunch of slack on the rope. And with a shit ton of slack, the creeper starts flying one way. And with that amount of slack, there's no way that the gun would have rotated with a lot of slack. It should have been fully, stretched out cable and then pulled.
That was just a practical like CGI problem there.
Yes, and what I'm saying is, I'm not mad at the dad for doing this shit. That's not his fault. I'm mad at the people who produced it and edited that shit because that was a fucking mistake. There's no laws of physics there. The truck's flipping over. There's no laws of physics there. How the fuck the dad's truck was able to continue driving for one, to start up after it rolled? There was no way for that to happen.
Get to the truck flip scene too.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god.
With the black guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. But the way the truck flips. So guy number 2 is in the back of the truck. He is laying down flat on the bed of the truck. Whenever the creeper goes flying through the window, the car from the rear end goes flying into the air, catapulting everybody over, flipping the truck, which later exploded. There was no way that guy would have survived. Physics means that he would have gone through, he would have been stuck to the bed of the truck, flown, and slammed on his ass onto the floor. Not flying out of the truck, he would have flown through with the truck. Bullshit. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the movie, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, those are the points why I'm giving it a 4, even though I love the movie. Just little minor details, kind of bullshit. But yeah, give it a 4. So it made me think about this again, otherwise I might give it a 3.
Alright, well,
You, Michael?
I guess I'll add up the scores and I'll have the final score uploaded onto Facebook, and we will be starting our next film, Lost Boys. I feel like this movie broke
So I
you.
went and found all that, and I was late to my next one,
meeting.
and I was late to it on out.
First off, movie's pretty cool. Kind of weird. I also feel like this movie was not a scary movie at all. Like, there was nothing scary about this fucking movie. The vampires were not scary. Their teeth were all, like, weirdly placed. David had 2 front teeth, and then he had the fangs. Like, you do realize, like, you have, like, these little in-between teeth, and then you have your canines. Like, fucking inaccurate.
can do
Like,
whatever you want.
no one there has ever gone to a dentist before. Obviously, no one has ever seen like a full array of teeth at any point, because that was completely off. But other than that, the movie was pretty cool. I was thinking to myself when the movie started, like, damn, you know, these are what real vampires look like. You know, being all manly and macho and shit, none of that Twilight shit. But then I started realizing to myself, back in those days, that was probably considered like metrosexual in a like very macho kind of way. So I feel like that was still very un-vampire characteristic like. I give it a 4.
A 4.
Movie
You're just shooting 4s left and right tonight.
You give me something good.
Next week will be better.
Yeah, movie was.
This is kind of.
Movie was good. There was nothing scary. If I'm basing it off on scariness, then hell no.
This
it
is
would've been
kind
at
of
the zero,
like
but
this is kind of like the horror comedy weekend. I've noticed.
no.
Like even Sunday, the movies aren't really that scary. They're probably more so comedies.
If that's what you're going for this weekend, then that's you.
It's not
you're
what
gonna
I
be-
intended.
Then you're gonna be in for a rude awakening.
It's not what I intended.
This is the first time me watching this
Ow!
movie.
Oh, fuck.
I was expecting Peter Pan, not vampires, because Lost Boys. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I was kind of dozing in and out. It was kind of ridiculous towards the end, like some of the stuff that happened, like the blood shooting out of every fucking pipe.
Schumacher at its finest.
And then the fireplace blowing up, even though it was a wood fireplace. I don't know what else more to say. There was a gang called Surf Nazis. That's pretty cool. So I'll give it a 5.5.
5.5.
I've
Well-
seen it a few times before. Even though it's still not the best quality of movie, like the cheesy ass blood from literally every crack in the house after the dude died in the bathtub. That was ridiculous. I'll give it a 6.
A 6.
Just because I like it.
I was told by a lot of people outside of this group for like a while to watch this movie, or at least ask if I've seen this movie. And I did some research on it, and I was going into this film with very little expectations because this is the same guy who directed Batman and Robin. Now that after I watched it, it's a Schumacher movie. It was watchable. It had at least a decent story that you could understand that made sense. There was a lot of corniness, but on top of that, you have to think about it was the 1980s. The one thing that kept really throwing me off was seeing Kiefer Sutherland in this kind of movie. I'm gonna give it a 6.9